Are you all still looking for Cole actively during this time? Yeah. I want to turn your attention to December. Do you remember when Magnolia Shorty got killed? Yes. What did you see after that, and what did everybody tell you after that shooting? Oh, that was in front of my mama door. I was coming from the bank, from trying to open up a bank account so I could get a debit card so I can get me some rentals in my own name. Rental what? Rental cars, to get rental cars. Why didn't you just use one of your cars? No, I just wanted a rental car because people was tired. I got tired of people keep charging me to get them for me, so I wanted to get my own. So I went and got me a bank card so I can get my own rental car. So I had to go back to my mama's house to get some paperwork that I needed for the bank. When I pulled up there, I see McCoy, T-Bone. That's my first day after meeting Freaky. And I see Rabbit come over the gate. They said, we got them. I said, got who? They like, that bitch man. So I'm like, yeah, that's the dude they just showed me a day before, like the night before, him in the club saying, we gotta get him. He's a problem. Well, back up. The night before, do you know what club you're in? We're in the Sports View. Is that the same bar that Merle's party was in? Yes. Who were you there with? Me. It's all us. The whole 39ers. Everybody from G-Strip, the Florida, 3rd and G. All right. Who pointed out Man? Rat and Rabbit showed me, like, that's the nigga Man right there. I look down and I see. I'm like, oh. They say, he a problem. We got to get him. I'm like, all right. So we drank that night, partied that night. We left. What so happened, the next morning when I pull up coming from the bank, they said they got him. I'm like, got who? They said, Man. I'm like, yeah? They said, yeah. That's when they keep discussing about it, was 2 people in the car. They were saying it was a dude and some saying it was a girl. So McCoy is saying, man, that was a dude, man. I seen the dreads. I think Malcolm was saying, man, that was a girl. I'm telling you, man, the hat flew off. Man, it was a girl with tracks. That wasn't no dreads. Come to find out later on, it was Magnolia Shorty. Were you happy that Magnolia Shorty got killed? No. Why not? She ain't never did me nothing. That was a girl, I got a sister. She just was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I know when they found out, they didn't feel good about it. It wasn't like that was their target. They felt bad about it. That wasn't their prime target. They didn't want to do that. They just wanted Man. Did you know Magnolia Shorty? Had you ever met? Yes. How did you know her? From being at our DJs and in clubs, and I'd pay her like money to shout out the 39ers out on her rap songs and all that, to put us in a rap song. Did anyone else ever shout out the 39ers? Yeah. Nut, Kid, Big Frida. Why would they do that? Just to let the people in the club know, the girls that like dancing and like club hopping and looking for boys who, was happening. We was hot at the time, so we was the talk of the city. We was hot. It was our time. What car did they use for Magnolia Shorty? The Crown Vic. Do you remember in January 2011 that Pound got shot? Yeah, I wasn't down there. I was in Atlanta. But I remember I heard about it, yes. Did you hear what happened to the Crown Vic? Yeah, the people told it. When they got shot in it, people took it. Were you sad about that? No, happy. Why? They already did too many murders and shootings out of it. It was time for it to go. Why were you all using white Crown Vics and white Impalas and things like that? So we could get up on your set and get up on you close. That's so when we do pull up on you, we go buy used police cars so we could get close up on you. Before you try to draw a gun, before you try to pull out your gun, you'll try to hide your gun or get rid of it because you think that's the police. You could ride around anywhere and the police they're not gonna do you nothing. They're gonna blow the horn at you thinking you're one of them. Were there any other cars you all had that looked like police cars? We had an Impala. Would you recognize a picture of the Crown Vic if I showed it to you? Yes. Exhibit 120. Move to Exhibit 120. Any objection to defense counsel? Hearing no objection, 120 is admitted into evidence. Do you recognize the car up here? Uh-huh. Yes. What car was that? The Crown Vic. Whose car was that? All of us put in money. Me, Rabbit, and Merle put in money, but we let Rabbit put it in his girl name because he the one kept talking about getting it, so we let him get it. He just needed some money. Tell me again about Plucky. You mentioned Plucky was with you the day that Bo got murdered. Who was Plucky? Remind the jury. Plucky's a friend of ours, a close friend. In February, what happened to Plucky? Plucky got killed. Why did Plucky get killed? Plucky was playing two sides of the field, and Plucky was doing slime ball stuff. Well, explain to the jury what that slime ball stuff was. When we was beefing with Slugger, Plucky will come tell us and say he just saw Slugger. Like, where you seen him at? He'll tell us a gas station, stuff like that. We'd be like, why you didn't call when you seen him? He like, oh, I ain't know none of y'all number. He just always make up excuses. So we felt as though you didn't want to tell us where he was at because you was cool with him. Because if you felt like we felt, he was trying to harm us. So evidently, you must be in the cool with him. He's not worrying about you, that you ain't worrying about getting him killed or seeing him dead. So you just felt, I felt as though he ain't do it because if we come and we spin on Slugger and try to kill him and we miss him, Slugger gonna know that you set me up because I didn't know I was right there. So I felt that he he was cahoosing with Slugger. On another occasion, some guy got Merle's number. Merle asked the dude how he got his number. He said something. Merle asked Plucky, did he give the guy his number because Merle and Plucky knew the guy. Plucky said no. So what a coincidence, Merle one day saw the guy, asked the guy, how did he get his number? The guy said Plucky gave it to him. So, what's so bad about Plucky giving Merle's number to somebody? It's not nothing bad about it. It's just that if you did it, man up and say you done it. Don't lie about it. You make somebody, raise suspicion if you're lying about something so petty. On another occasion, Merle's house got robbed one day. When Merle told Plucky, come around there with a gun, Plucky ain't come around there with no gun. On the night that his house got robbed, Plucky was supposed to be inside because he dropped Plucky off. But somebody told Merle Plucky was around the duck off around the club. So Merle felt suspicious about him then. On another occasion, the guy that killed my brother was coming home from jail. The guy, because Plucky really from across the canal. So the guy from across the canal asked Plucky, like, why don't you holler at Breezy and see if he'll squash that beef for when dude come home? Because they feel as though I've got money, I'm up, I've got a team of killers, so they know it's nothing for me to go get to him because he's coming home with nothing. He ain't got no team. So Plucky took it upon himself and asked me that. I felt like, how can you ask me something like that when this dude killed my little brother? You're supposed to stay neutral. If that's your friend or you felt like that, don't get involved in it. So by him asking me that, I just felt I had a different vibe about him. So I say he got to go.